Township meeting. Let's stand and pledge allegiance to the flags, please.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Brenda's not coming today? Who? Brenda? No, she can't make it today.
Okay, roll call, please.
Mr. Dole?
Yes.
Mr.
Present.
Niehaus? Present. Mr. Heights?
Present. Okay, approval for the minutes of regular meeting June 10th, 2019. Y'all hear a motion to approve it?
Make that change. I will. I'll approve them. I'll make a motion.
Oh, second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Dole?
Yes.
Mr. Niehaus? Yes. Mr. Heights?
Yes. Make a motion to pay the bills as presented.
I'll make that motion.
I second it. Roll call, please.
Mr. Dole?
Yes.
Mr. Niehaus? Mr. Heights?
Yes. Okay. We have a correspondence, Mr. Niehaus.
I got this Great Parks Comprehensive Master Plan in Manhattan County. Just tells you about the impacted park and just some things. I'll set it on here on the table. That's all I got.
Right. Yeah, I went to a meeting yesterday. It was 2 o'clock, and the hand that was out. So, and then also hand out summer 2019 events guides for great parks of Hamilton County. So there are copies out there if anybody would like to pick those up. Anything else?
That's it.
Chris?
I got the same, and then I also got the annual report from Department of Energy, Legacy Management, talking about Fernald Preserve. Having impacted. I have it out there on the counter. Anybody wants to see it. And that's all the correspondence I got.
Annual report from Department of Energy and
Legacy Management.
And if anybody want to, they can request that. I will put.
Oh, you got it there.
Fernald, is that what?
Yep.
Yeah, I would put this out on the counter, so if anybody would like to request it, y'all still can request it online, so. They do it every year, so nothing new, so. Okay, I have some, I guess Greater Harrison Chamber of Commerce golf outing, September 9, 2019. We got an invitation for that.
Okay.
But we're lucky to have a family day on Friday, July the 12th, for members. Remind people to go to that if you're a member of but we're lucky co-op. I also got a copy of 4-H happening this week, starting July the 10th to the 13th at Sitka Grove. It's an annual event. That from Wednesday through Saturday. So, if you're interested in going to that. Let's see what else. I also got a report from the Energy Alliance for the first 9 months. This is with customer who has a Duke, and if it's let's say getting lucky through Energy Alliance for the first 9 months, everybody saved a total of $12,000, almost $600 on that. All I have. Okay, yes, Sheriff's Department.
right, good evening, everybody. Sergeant Jeremy DePoli, Hamilton County Sheriff's Department, filling in for Lieutenant Keith Boeing tonight. He's having a better time than us. I think he's on the beach right now, so he couldn't be here. Anyway, the incident and criminal reports for Crosby Township for June of 2019. During June, there were 114 calls for service. I believe that's down 3 from the month of May. 4 cases were assigned to the detectives for investigation in Crosby. 1 of those cases was closed. Criminal reports, 6 of those were filed. There was a burglary, 102 Fernald Drive. Persons unknown removed a handgun from the residence. The scene was processed. On the 8th of June, there was an arson at 10709 Oxford Road. Unknown persons threw fireworks onto the roof of a residence there. An assault was filed on the 15th, 11490 State Route 128. The victim was assaulted but refused to cooperate and prosecute on that. Criminal mischief, 8910 Willie Road. Damage to the Crosby Township grounds. Another burglary reported at 7308 Willie. Suspect was known and he was arrested. And a theft at 63 Branch Hill. Items were taken from a vehicle. So lock your vehicles up. It's that time of year. So non-criminal reports. Residence on Branch Hill was condemned by Hamilton County, and there was a suicidal suspect in the 6500 block of River Road. Auto accidents. I think this is a typo. 109 reported auto accidents in the township.
Yeah.
I work nights out here. I was on 16 nights in June. I don't remember there being anywhere near 109, so that'll probably need clarification. The traffic detail report will be made by Sergeant Steve Raker. He's not here tonight. I guess he reports that straight to you. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
That is all I have here. Anybody have any questions, comments, thoughts? He doesn't have anything regarding drug overdoses. I'm on loan from Harrison Township. I'm their liaison normally, and I get the reports on those for Harrison. It's more of a being a medical issue that with HIPAA, and we tend to kind of hold back on those a little bit. So.
Any more questions? Okay, thank you.
Right.
Okay, public at large. Okay.
My name's Michelle Elliott, and I'm the branch manager at the Harrison Public Library. And I just wanted to come and introduce myself to you all formally. And I wanted to let you know that the library is hosting a listening session this coming July 20th, which is a week from Saturday. So last May, the residents of Hamilton County passed a levy that was specifically for our facilities. And so we're undergoing a year-long project where the library is interested in getting information from all the communities throughout the county about the library and the services that we provide. And so our listening session at Harrison is going to be on Saturday, July the 20th at 10:30 a.m. to 12. And I have a flyer that I'd like to leave with you guys. And I'm hoping that you'll help to spread the word about it as much as you can. And we'd love to get as many people come to the listening session as possible so that we can get your ideas about what you want to see in the library and what you like about it and what you think we could improve and that sort of thing. Does anybody have any questions for me?
Okay.
I'm good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Anybody else at public at large?
Sure. Thank you.
Hi there, I'm Jenny Bear. I live out on Long Street, and I was here a couple months ago and kind of talked about a couple of the houses out in New Baltimore. I think one of them is maybe 7090 Main Street. The other one was the house on Long Street that burned down. And those cars pretty much have been removed. There's still 2 cars on there, but all in all, it looks pretty good. But on the house at the corner of New Haven and Long Street, which I think it's 7090 Main. I don't know. I know you guys sent letters to them, but there's still like lots of drug dealings going on there, but more so, I mean, that I know you don't have any control over, but there's still like 7 cars in the parking lot, in their yard, trucks filled with garbage. There's a camper that people live in. So what's the next step? And I know that Mr. Espel sent letters to them, or that was 2 months ago. But what happened, and I know I went on to Hamilton County and filed a nuisance complaint. What do you do next?
Well, I don't think nuisance complaint with the
I did.
court.
Oh, I filed it online, but you could.
Oh,
go
you
on-
did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know with the court, it just was like, I just went onto their website and
Did you go, what website did you go to?
Hamilton County's website.
The sheriff's office, or, okay. What we're gonna do is issue a citation to the owner under the Crosby Township Property Maintenance Code and require them to come into court. Now, and this is something I talked to Jim about last month. Housing court meets on Fridays. So, and I think the current judge is Judge Bouchard. So what we have to do is Rick has to pick a date. He can call the number and get a date that he can attend, because Rick has to be there for that. And then once we fill out the citation, put the date in, it'll be served on the owner of that property. And that person will have to come into court on that day. And obviously the goal is not to fine the person, but to clean up the situation there. So we just kind of work through the process a little more, because we haven't been using the property maintenance code that much, as far as I know. And I had a meeting this week, or today, with the criminal clerk's office, and we ran through the process of how to do that. So I'm going to get with Rick, and we're going to get that served on them. But it still could be a while, because housing court only meets, I think, once a week on Fridays, and then Rick has to make sure that he's available.
Okay. All right.
So it's going to be a while still.
And not like we ain't been doing anything, Jenny.
No,
We had an officer take down Rick's paperwork to the courthouse, and I guess that's where he was, wasn't he, the courthouse? And they told him that ain't gonna work. So then.
Yeah.
Me and Officer Peak met with
Right.
Alan
Well,
and
I
decided
think
what
what
we're gonna do here.
the step missing was, you have to call the hotline, you have to get a date that you can go to the housing court and put it on the citation.
Now
So-
that's is that something that the town?
It's something Rick has to do.
Rick has
Rick
to do,
Espel.
okay. Nothing
Yeah.
that we can do.
Because he's going to be the one who has to show up in court.
Okay.
And if the person decides to comply, then, we'll just dismiss the claim against him or her. But we're going to follow the property maintenance code sections and see if we can get some movement out of them.
Great. Thank you.
Can I add to that? I'm not on your list, but I'm Nancy.
Stand up and give us your name and where you live.
I'm Nancy Whitney, and I'm one of the property owners. And from what I understand.
You're a property owner where? In New Baltimore?
In Baltimore.
Okay.
And from what I understand, they were supposed to get their children back. Apparently, the children were taken away from them.
You're talking about 6020,
70,
7090
New Haven.
Yeah.
7090 New Haven?
And apparently, they didn't get them back because it's still a mess. So
Are the
ought
people
to-
occupying the premises the same as the owner of the premises?
Oh, that's the grandmother, yes. All over. They just come in from all over.
Well, that's another issue.
Yeah, it's a sad situation is what it is.
yes.
Hopefully, we can get it clarified before school starts. You know,
Well, this particular complaint that they've been noticed on is about the vehicles. That's what this is going to be about. Now, if there's other issues, there's going to have to be more notices, and the process is going to have to be gotten through.
Right, and a lot of that
Unless
is-
the county can step in and do something.
Right, the county is.
So I call the police when I see like, unusual behavior, or people in the street cussing, or screaming, or doing karate, or whatever they do. That's like out of the norm. I don't call the police every time they're in the street, of course, because they have a right to be in the street. But I don't know, it's obvious that it's a drug house, right? And I don't know what you do to stop.
Does anybody have any video?
Not at the house. I mean, I take pictures, but I try to do it nonchalantly. And I don't really have pictures.
But it sounds like the county's in on it already with, they took the kids, so 241 Kids was contacted and whatever else, so.
Yeah.
Is it because the house is too filthy? Because the Board of Health would step in on that, right?
Right,
And they don't have no running water, they don't pay their.
I mean, I've looked at the Board of Health website. I've looked at everything I know what to look at and file, whatever I can file online. I didn't see anything at the Board of Health that I could do. I mean, the house is literally, it is falling apart, but I don't really know how, I figured that, yeah, I don't know. So I'm just,
yeah,
sad. Yeah.
yeah.
Did you say your last name was Bear?
Bayer, B-A-E-R, B-A.
A-R-E, okay, thank you.
B-A-E-R. I don't want to-
B-A-E-R. Thank you.
And anybody else? Okay. I guess report on.
Well, just to add to what we've already discussed, I'm probably at the next meeting, I think I'm going to make a few recommendations on amendments to the property maintenance code after speaking to a few people. We adopted that in 2009. It's 10 years old. A number of townships have adopted property maintenance codes, and they have various provisions, some of which we might want to adopt, others I don't think we need to.
Good.
That's all I have.
Okay.
Things change.
Maintenance Department, Harry?
I was,
You want to talk about the parking lot or not?
well, we can. That wasn't what I was gonna bring up.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You can. I was talking to Harry the other night, and we get so many compliments on our flags. And I told Harry, I said, why don't we leave them up from now on, from Memorial Day to Labor Day? And, well, I think we get a lot of compliments on them. It's like, took them down for Flag Day.
Yeah, it's just a issue of them following up on them all the time.
I mean,
Yeah,
we get a lot of, I don't know if you get a lot of people tell you anything about
Yeah.
them, but I get a
Yeah.
lot of people saying how neat it looks when they come, you know. And I just thought, well, why don't we just leave them up?
right,
So-
yeah, that sounds good.
So I just want to bring that up on that.
Yeah, if it seems
So-
to be too much trouble or whatever else, then we can revisit it, but as long as they stay, I mean,
I
they're
mean,
gonna,
some of them might get damaged or whatever, you just, we get other ones, I mean.
right, if they're up for 3 or 4 months, you might end up having to buy all new ones for next year, though. That's the only thing.
So you about ready to take those down? Okay.
I mean, we'd be taking them down otherwise, I would think, I would like to leave them up myself, that's up to you guys though.
I don't know.
Leave them up,
We'll just check them every week or so.
yeah, leave them up till Labor Day.
See, I'll
after
try-
Labor Day.
Try it for a year, I mean, this year, and see what it does. I mean,
Yeah.
what's the public think?
Thumb up.
If you have to buy all new ones next year, then take them down next year.
Right, there you go.
That's just my opinion. It's up to you guys.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't think we got to vote on it or anything. do we?
No, but I agree.
All right, do your parking lot.
I don't have the numbers. You got the numbers for the parking lot?
$17,150.
Guess Harry went out and got this bid to extend our parking lot out here since we're, seem to be utilizing it a lot. We're always full, in the ball fields or whatever else. I asked Harry to go get a bid.
Is one enough?
I think so. I mean, they're always right in line with,
What's the company?
with Husak paving.
Husak.
They've done most of our work. They always seem to be, you know, right on in line with the price, et cetera. They've been doing work over Fort Scott and the track out here actually, and some other streets, so.
Now, did you get this thing from Brenda about the electric thing?
I forgot. Yeah, I did. About running circuits out to there. That would be the ideal time.
Out
to-
there before the, if you'd have
Before
to
you
do this
pave.
before you did that. Otherwise, you got a further trip to make with the electric.
Well, you might be able to tie it in if you move the pole lights. You might be able to
How much is
run
that
the
bid
circuits
there?
out that way.
Do what?
How much was that bid for the electric?
This was installed 6 electrical outlet circuits and 1.25 inch pipe across ceiling to front right-hand corner of building, which is down there.
Yeah.
Trench across front of the building for 2 circuits. Around parking lot to bridge then to shelter for 4 other circuits. All receptacles to be GFI, CI protected at each location. Now, the ones across the front, that was mainly for the reindeer romp, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so we don't really need,
So I don't know if we need them or not, but,
right.
because I think there's a plug already out there, ain't there?
There's a plug out that pole.
Yeah. Ain't there? No, right here on the front of the
Oh,
building.
yeah, there's one on the front of the building, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Does she have money numbers on that, or just a wish list?
no, it's
It was a
48,
bid.
4850, but,
$4,850?
yeah, but when was this done?
Been a while.
It's been a while.
Oh, 8/31/16.
The same time as he gave us a bid for
Same
that
time we
back
did the
here.
lights,
The light
did the
poles out
electric
here.
back here,
Correct.
as part of that.
So that
thing.
number might change.
So that number's not gonna be right.
So it probably need to be updated then.
Right.
So I'd say
Almost 3 years.
we need to get that, if we're gonna put anything out there with electric out there, we at least need to get a pipe across the parking lot.
Right. At least get a pipe across the parking lot.
We ought to take a couple pipes across the parking lot.
Yeah. The new parking lot.
Yeah.
So. But I think this needs to be done, so I
I
don't,
mean,
it's up to you
we've talked
guys.
about that for.
Yeah, we've talked about it for
15
years.
Is that the
13.
parking lot one needs to be done, or the electric needs to be
The
done?
electric needs to at least get the pipe across the parking lot before that gets done. And that lightning pole needs to be moved, otherwise it'd be right in the middle of the parking lot.
Right.
About the Husak one?
That's
That's the
it,
parking lot.
Okay.
parking lot.
So do we need to motion and second on that, or?
Yes.
Well,
You need a number, though.
When they got a new bid, that would.
That parking lot he just got.
Uh,
So do you want a motion and second on the parking lot bid?
Right.
We have a number for that. The other one, we need an updated number, is that what
Yeah.
you're saying? The
Yeah.
electric?
I think that bid, what, May 24th?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he just called you about that, didn't he, to ask us?
Yeah, he told me last Thursday, we stopped down.
Hey, you dig the ditch, I'll throw the pipe in, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Yeah, just put an empty pipe in there for the time being. Yeah, you can attach on both ends later, yeah. Once he
We
gets it
can-
dug out, you can,
We can run 4-inch across or something and.
yeah,
and
it's easy enough.
slider.
Then you can put a box on each end and,
Or 4-inch and put, you can run your inch conduit through it or whatever you
right,
need.
use it as a sleeve,
It's a
yeah.
sleeve, yeah,
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that's cheap enough. We can do that in-house.
Yeah.
I'd like to make a motion that we have Husak do the parking lot.
Okay. Second?
Wait a minute, do we get the money in there yet?
That's probably this year's money. We'll find it.
I'll second.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Mr. Dole?
Yes,
Mr. Niehaus?
Yes,
Mr. Heiss?
and
Yes.
that's also fixing that bad spot in the.
oh, yeah, that's included in that too, fixing that bad spot, yeah.
Is that on their bid?
Yeah, it's on the bid.
That's $500, I think.
Yeah.
I vote yes if you hold me. So,
Okay.
anything else for Harry? Okay. Fire Department, Jason.
51 total details in June, 34 EMS details, 17 fire details. During June, we sent out our annual air sample testing from our compressor. Our air compressor fills our SCBA bottles. We received results back that passed all required tests needed. And the last thing I have is July 11th, this Thursday, is a West Jan meeting at nighttime, which Chuck and I will attend. For June.
What time's the West Jan meeting?
5:30.
5:30.
Tomorrow night?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday night.
Normally, the first Thursday, the 4th, so they move it back to the
Is that gonna be
July
July?
the 11th, July the 11th. It is open to the public, so if anybody want to come, they can come to it, so.
That's down on Dry Fork Road,
That's the one down, Miami Town,
Maui Town.
yeah,
What time?
below the firehouse, 5:30.
Guess they don't want people to work show up.
I've been 5:30 for, ever since I've been going,
I said, I guess they think people who work don't can't
Uh,
show up.
so. Anything else? Okay. One other thing I want brought up, we made a motion for the budget to hire 3 full-time persons for 2020. And we just got 3 new persons that got this, called silver casing license for a medic. I like to talk about maybe go ahead and hound them now. Time we're getting on payroll, we're probably only looking at maybe 4 months this year. If we wait till next year, you probably will lose some of those candidates. What is your thought on that, Jason?
I'm all for it.
I didn't think you would say no.
Part-time personnel pool is just dwindling, and there are a lot of departments, townships, cities, villages that are hiring full-time because of that, because of part-time just not being there and not being reliable. We have at least 3 good candidates. 3 younger kids that just graduated and got their certifications, who all work somewhere else part-time along with Crosby. And there's a couple other people on the roster I think would be a great asset to Crosby Township.
The only thing I add, and I've said this a couple times to Jason, is if possible, I'd like all the paperwork taken care of with Ohio Police and Fire before we formally hire them, because last time
Turn into,
it cost us some money, let's put it that way. So let's get do it as fast as we can, but also get, you know, I know they have to get physicals and, there's a various information, but,
It would be official until everything is on,
yeah,
turned into the state and you, and everything's.
right. And we can do that within that time frame that Mr. Heiss suggested, so.
Right. Yeah, if it takes that amount of time, let's,
What did you suggest? Hire them now or when?
Yeah, how now? And for 2019, for the last 4 months, we're probably talking maybe 20,000 for all three of those. For 4 months, 25,000 at most.
Yeah, but didn't you say you were gonna put this out for outside or?
I could open it to the outside also.
right, so either way, it's gonna take a while.
It's gonna take a little time.
So you might as well get it out there now.
Yeah, 3 or 4 months we're
idea.
talking.
Oh, you just put it out there, we're gonna hire them full time.
Correct.
I thought
This
you were gonna hire them right now. It's like you pick
No,
three
we're
guys
gonna have.
and hire 'em. I thought that's what you said, Chuck.
No.
That's all.
I get
Let's-
one make. I get one make a motion.
No, let's get it out there now. That way
Okay.
even if they do get hired, they can get Bob's paperwork taken care
I'm
of.
all for that.
Yeah, I get.
So what-
Oh,
hire right now.
by that time, it'll be 2020 almost.
Yeah. So it's time 2020 get here,
It
they,
is.
they probably find full-time jobs because they need
Yeah.
money like anybody else, and
Yeah.
they want full-time rather than part-time.
Okay, I'm with you on that, Chuck.
Yep.
I made a motion to.
Wait a minute. Jason said he won't put it out. I said, how are we gonna hire people that we don't even know who they are?
Well, I'll get making a general motion.
Process.
Okay, post
Yeah.
it online or whatever that,
Yeah.
Yeah, I get make a general motion to allow him to interview
Start
and
the
hire
process.
3 full-time firefighter medic with license. I guess
Yeah.
within a month or within a month or two, something.
I'll get back to you. Yeah,
So,
a few things may be done first, but yeah.
so I hear a second.
Hold on 1 second, I'm writing this down.
Oh.
Hiring 3 full-timers. So you made the motion to start that process, Mr. Heiss. Second,
Second,
Mr. Dole.
with medic, right?
Well, with this license, whatever.
All
With
right, just,
medic certification, is that?
correct.
Yeah, they basically we replace 3 part-time positions with 3 full-time positions. We're not hiring more than 3 per shift. There's still gonna
Right.
be 3 person required in the fire department per shift.
Correct.
We're just gonna hopefully convert 3 part-time positions, get 3 full-time positions. And I
Okay.
would, I
So
guess,
we got Mr. Heiss motion, Mr. Dole second.
Correct.
roll call.
Mr. Dole,
Yes.
Mr. Niehaus,
yes.
Mr. Heiss.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I don't have anything else. Brenda is not able to come tonight. Chris, you want
I'll read
to
her.
summarize her report?
Yeah, I'll summarize her report. Seniors are planning a trip to Augusta, Kentucky, stay overnight in the Parkview Country Inn on the Ohio River on July 18th. Also, they will be touring Rosemary Clooney's home and museum. That's a couple doors away. They're looking forward to a safari in Ohio trip in September. It is to the Wilds. And the park is located in Cumberland, Ohio. They're hoping for an overnight in their lodge. The trip is being planned for September 6th. And locally, they're working on a monthly meeting date at the Shaker Meeting House. They have lunch here and receive a presentation tour. The seniors' July meeting is tomorrow. Is the annual 4th of July picnic here at the Cool Center. Fried chicken will be provided, and everyone will be bringing side dishes at 11:30. And that's all she had.
Okay. Any question, good course? Okay.
Where are you going, Chris?
I am not
the senior dinner
to the
tomorrow?
senior chicken dinner, no.
I can't, I'm not retired.
Okay, thank you, Chris.
Okay.
Bob?
We just finished our budget meeting, so I have a resolution, 12-2019. I think I gave you guys a copy, but I'll use this as the official one, and I'll pass it along. I need a trustee to make a motion to adopt Resolution 12-2019 to approve the Crosby Township 2020 proposed budget prepared for the Hamilton County Auditor by the Crosby Township Fiscal Officer. So would one of you like to make that motion? I'll write it in on my sheet.
Yeah, that included changes.
Yes, with the changes
And,
discussed.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, so I'm going to write this down nice and neat, Mr. Dole. Okay, who would like to second it?
I'll second it.
Mr. Niehaus. I need a roll call. Mr. Dole,
Yes.
Mr. Niehaus,
Yes.
Mr. Heiss.
yes.
Okay, approve this 8th day of July 2019. And I'm going to sign it, and I'll pass it this way to you guys to sign. And pass it back to me if you would.
I use a pen too. Somebody stole mine. I'm using a pencil. I'll do it.
Yeah, you need to file this by the 20th of this month with the
Okay.
Hamilton County Auditor Office. And I think they probably want a copy of that resolution.
Oh,
with
no.
it. So. Don't Amy normally hand deliver that?
She has in the past.
So, she like only a block away from there or something?
I think she is pretty close. And that's all for me.
Okay. You want to go get work? Is zoning?
I think Harry just did.
Oh, well, I had to get that. Okay. I guess, okay, keep old business, Mrs. Niehaus?
I don't have any.
Mrs. Doe?
None.
I got a couple of things I can talk about. June 25th, 2019, I went to the Community Advisory Panel, which is a two chemical company down on Potty Run, close to New Haven Road. And they used to have a quarterly meeting. Now they only have an annual meeting, unless they would need a special meeting. And what they talk about was the gentleman came from local emergency planning committee of Hamilton County, at the LEPC, and basically that the emergency plan for the whole county of Hamilton, and it's like 50 different members. So he's kind of give us an overview of how to operate that committee. So, I guess I could go on to new business, Mr. Niehaus.
I have none.
Mr. Doe?
I have none. None.
The only thing I had was that the meeting we had yesterday at Great Park, we already talked about, that was like 7 or 2 o'clock, so, and so I don't have anything else either. Yeah. Guess you wait for work.
Here it comes.
To start off with, we've got 2 BZA meetings this month. One this week, July 11th at 7 p.m. The second one is July 30th at 6:30 p.m. And then we have a zoning commission meeting July 16th at 7.
You say July 30th,
July 30th at 6:30.
July 16th?
July 16th at 7, and that's a zoning commission meeting.
So a July 11th meeting at 7, a July 30th meeting at 6:30, and then a July 16th meeting at 7, is that right?
Correct.
Okay. Those are BZA meetings, the first 2?
Yes.
Okay.
BZA meeting is July 11th and July 30th.
Got it.
And we had 11 zoning permits issued last month.
Can I ask a question while you're in here, zoning? Is it out of line?
If he's
Answer
done.
the question.
What's one comment? So we're going to be housing a small miniature farm for about 6 months on our land. We are agriculture. Anything else that needs to be done? Or we just get with you?
Well, in Crosby Township, there is no agriculture zoning.
What do you mean by that?
What is your question, your comment?
So do we need anything to put these animals on our farm?
Depends on how much property you have.
23 acres.
I have no jurisdiction for that. Once you go over 5 acres, except for your home, as far as structures being built, that's, Ohio Revised Code, lets the farmers do what they want. You still may have to get a building permit for electric or for plumbing type thing. As far as animals are concerned, no, we don't have anything on that unless you have a problem with manure.
Problem with what?
Manure.
Oh, no, we're just gonna get it from the landfill. I'm kidding. I'm so kidding, but it smells like manure, that's why I said that. No, we don't.
That's a rotting drywall.
No, I know. No, we don't have any problem with manure. I just want,
Okay.
You say you're getting animals,
we are gonna house a miniature farm that's in Harrison. It's called the Sensory Farm. And they have zoning problems. They're not a farm. They're not zoned agriculture, so we're gonna house them until they can move. So there's a donkey, a pony, a sheep, a pig. and I don't know. It's a miniature farm. We're gonna open it up to the community kids.
Well, see, the thing is that you're not really zoned agriculture. Where do you live at?
We are agriculture.
Well, I mean, you are, but see, we don't have any, in Crosby Township, we have no agriculture zoning.
Oh, okay, well, whatever. I live on Long Street, 7054 Long Street.
Okay, I know where you're at, right there. That's residential A as far as zoning is concerned, but you've got 23 acres, so you can do what you're talking about.
It'll just be like 6 to 9 months.
outside or inside your house?
That was good, Jim. That was good. Community.
Any other questions?
You went out, or getting things worked out on the maintenance?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got, gave me some good information, and now I know what to do. So that we can become more legal.
Okay.
Okay. I guess we're down to other concerns. Is there any other concern tonight? None? I guess we make a
Make a motion to go to executive session on this
okay.
land.
About land?
Yep.
acquiring land, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir?
Thank you, sir.
I guess I second it.
Okay.
What?
I second it.
Oh,
Roll call, please.
Mr. Dole,
Yes.
Mr. Niehaus,
yes.
Mr. Heiss,
Yes.